Hello, everyone. Good day, good day. Welcome, everybody. I'm looking for my glove. Yeah, as always, a great introduction to any of these lovely streams is just, hi, I was feeling like it. That's it. Also, I wanted to test out a new stream layout because I've been working behind the scenes. I hope it works. Hello! Hi! Look at it! Look at it! It's me. It's me. Also, I have this little doll in the closet, right? You know, like what if we're like, wait, let's draw something else. Let's draw, I don't know, uh fairies. Oh, look at that. I have one for like each thing we usually draw. And then if it isn't something specific, it's this one. It's this one. Yeah. So yeah. Hello. Will you take drawing requests during a stream? I hear out suggestions. Anyway, that was it. Bye. No, just kidding. I don't have the chat on screen because you can see it at the side. I think that's what most people do anyway, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. So, the question is, you know, what will we draw? What will we draw? I have a question. I am very great at answering questions. What did you plan the relationship between Corabella and Azul to be? They're all dumb little soaps, okay? They're all oh no, there's only one bad types of situations I like to do, okay? But to fully say I ship them, I can't with any of them. But I want each to have like a different like you can explain them in one way, like their own cliche, and Corabella would be uh uh the neighbor's kid, you know. Your mom says you have to hang out with that one. I love her. I love drawing her. I do have I even went as far because I have a little doll for when we draw uh Twisted Wonderland. But if we go as far as to draw Twisted Wonderland couples, I went above and beyond. It's just. Oh. I'm an adult. Anyway. What? What? Look, there are two little dolls. we may not be drawing that tonight. So first, because I was also thinking about drawing some design today, like with a symmetrical ruler, because I had this vision of a design. Sometimes you have this vision of a design, right? And for me, it came in specifically for the couples you go that far. Yes, I will. I will. So, some time ago, me and my friend, we like to make presentations for one another, right? And it's about the dumbest shit. And one of them was, like, the worst, like, fictional crushes we can think of. And in the trend of hear me out, right? Right, kids? On TikTok, you're like, hear me out. And then you see the most diabolical characters. And me and my friend wanted to do the same. So we made presentations with like a list of all that stuff. And we didn't tell each other anything. And we both had a character from the same cartoon. We have never spoken about that cartoon. Maybe once, like a year or two ago. And we both had a character from both different, but are you guys familiar with Motor Mice from Mars? Are you guys familiar with Motor Mice from Mars? It's this really old cartoon. And Motor Mice from Mars. And basically I'm looking them up. Yeah. So anyway, we both had one in our presentation. Among tons of other characters. I do not want any judgment, okay? I do not want any judgment. I do not remember anything from the show. Not much. I remember they're like fish people and they're aliens from Mars, hence the name. But in my presentation, I put in Finny. This one is called Finny. I had to look it up because I didn't even know. But I used to really like that one. Why did it look so fruity? Honestly, they're just from the 80s. They're just from the 80s. But my idea was to not make an actual rat today, but a Motor Mice inspired character. So it's just gonna be a man, but he's gonna have mice ears. And we're gonna make him like leather. Are we down? Are we down, team? Now I had like a tier list in that I'm just gonna call it the Hear Me Out presentation. In that Hear Me Out presentation, I had like a tier list, and Finny, again, the mice one, was a like D tier, because like I didn't even know his name anymore, so he was in D tier, you know. I had this one, and my friend had that one, and again, we both we weren't even like children in the 80s, but it used to be in the 90s, beginning 2000. It used to be on TV in our country, and we both watched it, I guess. So 3 out of how many are there? Only these 3, I think. These were the main characters. Honestly, if I have to choose now, it would be this one. But I want like a cool, like a cool guy. And then he's gonna have like, well, not that. Oh, let's take inspiration from them. Yeah. Mhm. I want him to like be kind of unhinged. The best flavor, man. Right. Here's my vision. Here's my vision. Huh. That's not. The vision is the following. I think that says enough. I think that says enough of our vision for today. Piercings? Absolutely. Duh. Just kidding. Well, we will be doing that, but not the duh, but the attitude. I don't have attitude. I'm really nice. I'm always really nice. I'm never mean ever. I'm one, so I think. Is this a vibe? Two types of men people are attracted to: gentle and a rat. I want to offer a third option. A giant. I'm liking these eyes. Are we liking these eyes? I'm liking these eyes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes you just want, you know, a giant that comes into gentle category. But what if the giant is a mafia boss and kidnaps you to pretend to be your wife? You have to pretend to be his wife, and then he actually falls in love with you. What then? Oh man, then he's gentle. You may have a point. No. First the nose. That could be a great addition to this face. Also, another vision just dropped. Yes! Yes! Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Team, are we seeing the vision? Who? Uh-huh. The mouth. Just like a... No. I wanted to examine his tongue, but I don't... I don't feel... I don't feel like that's the right choice. Mm-hmm. So this the face, and with that, I feel we already have the attitude. He's a biker, but he's a mouse, right? Right. As for hair, I'm taking inspiration from. I'm gonna take inspiration from these guys. I especially love his little scarf. Should we also do a little scarf? First, let's do the... Anyway, Luigi, question. What kind of characters you enjoy making? I don't think... It depends on the mood, I guess. It depends on the mood. Saw on my ears look? No. 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 I do enjoy characters that are kind of like funny. If I can express humor with it, if I can make like silly comics with the character, I don't enjoy it. I always want to have like they need to be like I need to be able to make at least like one funny comic with them. These are mouse ears. I do we want I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it needs something like at least different. I am going to. Maybe we can like hang. That's not a bike. It will be a biker. Then again, these don't look like bikers either. What makes a biker? I don't want this, because then... I want him to draw pretty hair. Yeah, no. No. I'm gonna... Yeah, I think something like studs. Letter. As they say. I want like a different color. Studs? Letter jacket with those silver circuit studs. This boy has it. I want like a, because you can do like this and then call it a day, but we want something like wow, right? What am I doing? How come none of them are even wearing a shirt? Should this go? Effing bikers have shirts. I noticed. My dad was one. But this is like an anime one, right? So what we can do is like an over the top. Is it weird to make like something cheese? Oh, that looks awful. But what if I just look like a vampire? Oh my god. I'm not feeling anything. The thing is, do we want, like, I first thought about going sleeveless, but honestly, I think that makes him look a bit too much like, this one. It makes him look a bit too much like that one, and we don't want that. We don't want that. I want to be original. Not like I am with all those other ones, but still, you know what I'm saying? So let's go. I'm gonna try. Is that dumb? Like, this now looks too much like cheese, but it would be like a black letter and then stitched on it, right? Uh-huh. I can't. One thing I saw a lot with my dad's biker jackets is that they stitched things like patterns on there, right? Mm-hmm. what if it's like one of those really short jackets? That's too short. There's such a thing as too short. Okay, it's a thing as too short. But unless it's like, I do not know the English word for it, then it's bolero in my language. So I'm hoping they did not translate that, or they did not translate it and just use the English word. But it's like a jacket or a shirt that's just sleeves. Maybe my studs, it can only be on here. I'm trying to focalize my thought process, but honestly, I just try shit out. That's always the case with me. Let me revisit the scarf. It's also bolero in English. Okay, look at that. Ooh, what about I hate that. Do I hate this? It's like this scarf is like going against gravity. I don't hate that. Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna get hair eventually, don't worry. I like 2 sets of zippers. And then just shirt underneath. Maybe the shirt can have like one of those cool logos. That's some mice of sunglasses. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Now for the hair. I always feel so weird when they don't have ears here, but up there. It just feels weird to me. Oh. My mind immediately goes to like a mohawk, but then again, it would feel too much like this guy. We can't have that. Because I don't want to like sell designs that look too much like one another. Well, hair, because helmet. This is kind of what I was thinking. This is kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe not that. Because I like the texture of like that, so maybe. Like the thing is, like I love this But I know that won't sell that well. It's gonna make it a bit more like the texture down. Right, right. For that extra 80s flair. And then, whoever said piercings, hell yeah. What? Who? Yeah. Look at them. None of them have no piercing. This one gonna have like, not a cross, a cheese. Is that dumb? We're gonna do like a triangle. And like these are like gold too, right? I just want a lot of sippers. These are all gonna be sippers. One on the tongue. Yeah, nice. Sure, and then also here. That's where you have. Oh, and here. Oh, look at this. Look at that. I think we have it. I think we have it, chat. Now the question is, do we want to continue this? Or are we saying, we got that out of our system, let's draw something different now? And I'll just finish this on my own time. Oh. Here you go. There you go. I like this guy. Busts. Let me save. I haven't even saved yet. What tablet are you using? The XP Pen 24 Pro Generation 2. I had to think about that one. I had because I like to do these straight on adopts from time to time. They're really fun. And I actually already had another one, and I can show you. And I think it also is recorded, this one. But the one I was going for here was like a dark priest, but he doesn't want to be here. That was sufficient for this guy. Yeah, see, like, ooh. I gave him like weird hair. That was sufficient for him. But the thing with these, like, when they're straight on, they're very, very easy. Even though they look complicated, it's easier. And then, somebody buys him, and they want, like, a half body or full body design. And then it gets really hard. I'm like, oh, why did I do so much details? So maybe I'm gonna dial down on the I don't know yet. There won't be more than this, that's for sure. I love me a soggy boy. Ew. But you are correct. I think he could be described as soggy. He can be described as soggy. Oh. So I think I'll just I'll put him in the same. I always like to do free. I always like to do free. There you go. Now he has a friend. We can design a third one. Because we're not in the mood for line art yet. I think that's also kinda what's going on. Ooh, you can go. I have like a list with things to design, but it's been not that much lately. Yeah, I had a motor mice in my notes, and I had a heart-shaped sunglasses. Can we do something with heart-shaped sunglasses? I don't know if I like heart-shaped sunglasses. I wrote it down, but it's not that fun. I mean, they are fun. I have them as well. And they make me very even more fun than I already am. But as a design, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We have a guy who doesn't want to be there. A guy you don't want to have there. And now a guy that, I don't know. We talked about gentle giants and himbos earlier. Perhaps one of those with heart sunglasses. We could. Talking about himbos, I also have another sketch we might be able to explore. We can explore together. I drew my boy again. Ooh, looking back now, I hate the face. But, we can also come back to that. Later on as well. So many possibilities. So many possibilities. We can also design a girl, but I don't like that. I'm not in a girl mood, okay? I'm in a boy mood 24/7. A kid? Or a baby? Ah! No, no one would adopt a baby. Like, no one would sell the side of a baby. But I love babies. Ah! Oh, I love babies. Yeah. We can also draw babies. We can also draw babies today. Babies make me very happy, okay? Babies make me very happy. Don't like this face. if baby sells, then you can make more baby. That's true. That is true. I do love making babies. I love drawing babies. Because babies are so cute. I drew a lot of this baby lately. Where the baby? Look at the baby! Ah! I love drawing babies. The baby, the baby. Look at him. Ah! I do love babies. Fairy royalty. A baby fairy. One baby, a baby with one strand hair sticking up his peak design. I've been drawing this baby so much, it feels weird that he doesn't have ears here. It makes no sense. The thing with babies is that they're so chubby. They're chubby. Yeah. And a little foot there. Yeah. A baby. I drew a fairy baby before. Wait. I know. I realize. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where's the baby? Baby. Baby? Huh? I have too many files. I have too many files. Oh dear. Baby! Ah. Don't you want to like... I love babies. Oh. When I was drawing the other baby, when I was drawing this baby, I had to look up lots of baby references, and I was having my period at the time, and when I'm having my period, my hormones are like out of control. So I was looking at all these references, and I started crying because like some babies don't have parents. Like that's so unfair. It's dumb that you're crying about that, but. I don't know. Imagine someone adopts a baby character for their couple of characters. Yeah, but I think like it has to be very specific. They have to. It has to be like a good combination. I like to design children for characters because it's very fun to play with uh, how they need to be a combination of the mom and dad, but they also don't need to be like a blatant copy, you know, or like like oh the hair's from the mom and the eyes are from the dad. It isn't like that exactly with real children. They still need to have like a little bit of their own stuff. I'm saying that when I'm looking at this child who is like blatantly that, but still. In my defense, this baby was designed with like a different character in mind. With like Nuka from Lion King 2, okay? So and he just and I just took the colors from that one. And he's a baby, so he doesn't really have a lot going on. Okay, he doesn't have a lot going on. He's a baby. Look, he's a little bit older here, so he's look at them. He looks like he will burn down multiple things in your house. You got hit by a car. Oh. Yeah, look, it's this guy. Wow, the resemblance. It's uncanny. Obi decided he wanted to be an individual at 2 months old and then downhill from there. We can design another baby. Do we want to do that? Because I've been getting DMs. I've been getting asks, right? Tumblr. I'm at 300. No, are they at 300 right now? Maybe they're even more. Oh yeah, sorry, mistaking. They're almost at 400. And a lot of them are about, hey, will you design more? Will you design well, 30, 50%, 40% are about, hey, when will Phil get a partner? I'm ignoring those. But a lot of them are also, hey, shouldn't Obi have more brothers and sisters, siblings, as they are called in some places? We can do that. We can do that. How many times did he burn the house? 5 times. Living his best life with Bruce, yes. Oh, strange Star Trekker art. The chat is really small for me. I should have made it larger, but should we make like what's her name? 922. God, these lion pictures. This one. Oh! Oh! A baby out of this one? I'm gonna look at a little bit more pictures because I can't imagine that her eyes are actually purple. Seems like it. No, here they're red. That has to be like an edit or something. No, they're purple here. We're gonna make them purple. They don't have to like have the exact same colors anyway. That's not like the whole point. But we can do this. The sister with the bangs, exactly. I'm also known as the sister with the bangs in my family. I want here. I want OB, a little bit older now, right? Uh, and then here's the baby. Right? That's how babies look like. I want him to hit her. Don't take that out of context. You know, he's like, what is this? I don't want to bother her sister. Leave this thing out of here. That's the vision I have. But let's first just do the baby itself. And then I'm saying baby, but they're gonna be like a little bit more of a young toddler. I don't know. I don't know when you're not. I think anyone can be a baby. Okay? I think. Sibling rivalry starts from there. Honestly, but that's also because my brother's way older, but I've never had a fight with my brother. Okay? I never had a fight with my brother. And you could argue that, yeah, that's because he's much older than me. But my older sister is also much older than me, and I did had fights with her. So, maybe my brother's just really nice. I want to. She has to have bangs. I don't want to like exactly make them the same as the character because that's not what that is. That's not what like Twisted is, right? But it's fun. Wait. I really like that. Okay. I really like that. think that's what this. I was like I scrunched up there because I don't have like fully working necks yet. I don't like the eyes. I think the eyes are too grown up. I want. Here's the scene. I'm very original. The mom is like, here's your little sister. And then he's like, bring her back. You know, put her back. It's never been done before. And, well, not everyone can be as creative as me. But you gotta express it sometimes. And maybe it won't be understand. It won't be understand. No one would understand me because it's so out there. But a baby. That's where the baby. Ah, the baby. Right, right. A baby. Mm-hmm. I'm not in the mood to, like, look up references, so. This is just sketching it anyway, so. If we don't know how to draw it, we'll put a blanket over it. Mm-hmm. It's warm. Right. The head needs to be bigger. The sketch sucks, but it will be very cute. I will try to make it a very cute baby. then. This is what my brother said when my sister was born, apparently. So. But then in like a sweet way, like, when are we gonna bring the baby back? Bring is not correct here. It's it doesn't have to be. It's like a 2-year-old. Put that thing back or so help me. Sister gets her own leopard print outfit and Obi sees it as a betrayal. And now we're gonna like always different hair. I always like to give like her a different hair every single time. Right. This is what I want. That baby's head is too big. I think that's better. No, this is better. I love the little ponytail, okay? It looks dumb, but I love it. If I had a daughter, I will put a little thing on top of her hat. I had things like that on top of my hat. My mom did that to me. Meanwhile, mom is like, thank God she doesn't look like her dad. But then personality-wise, she does. She's like, dang, I can't have anything. What I love about babies, drawing babies, is that they're very fast. Once you get the hang of it. Also, these are just sketches. Let that also be clear. Let that also be clear. And then the tiny hands. Mm-hmm. Like a little tail. And then, I don't know how these clothes work, okay? I would just make something up. The beastmen in Twisted Wonderland have like a zipper up their butt. That looks so uncomfortable. That looks awful. Wouldn't like get like that would not be comfortable. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. How dare I? I have to switch out the little doll. There you go. Or this is count as like a couple thing, because then... This one makes me laugh too much. It's so dumb. Mm-hmm. I think this would work. The baby blanket makes it look like Eeyore. The donkey from Winnie the Pooh. I think people know who Eeyore is. That's why, what do you mean? How does she look like Eeyore? Make it like a... Still baby hair, so it's like... Kind of like this. Alright? Mm-hmm. Right. Are you making a twisted OC to say, yes, I am Pineapple Liso? I am. It's a baby. It's a baby! I'm having baby fever, I guess. I just want to draw babies. That forehead is huge. There's already like a little bit of sign of those bangs. Where are you at? Yeah. Yeah. thing with babies is, to make them look more like babies, babies, is that they have almost no facial hair as well. This includes like, they have, I won't say no, but they have like very thin lashes, very thin eyebrows, so that also helps to draw babies. Oh, hi! My cat walked in. Hello! Hi! Hmm. No, I hate that. I hate that. The thing with, with eyes is that they're also so, always so, how you say, they look good when sketched, and then they look dumb whenever you try to do line art. Whew. Alright. I just realized you on the shelf. Yeah! She's a little doll. Oh, little. Oh. I wanted to do like, not the dumbest characters, but like the characters of each of my figs that, in my opinion, are like not the funniest, but no, I didn't want to do like the main ones. But for Twisted, I didn't really know what to do, so I thought I'd do Yina because she was like the first. She was the first. I wouldn't say the main one, but the first for sure. I want kind of like an angry. Huge eyes. Huge. Oh. Actually, well, no, I'm gonna do it the same layer because I think it's gonna be very close in color. It's gonna be very close in color. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, actually. Okay. Wee, a baby. Yeah. So. Let's get someone important in here. There we go. I think that would be handy to have. Right? Ooh. So you look so fleshy now. I'm just gonna do the hair. Oh, I hate how that looks. Uh-huh. Ears. We can do the same as mommy. Just slightly different. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I will say this needs to be a little bit less orange. Ooh. Actually, it doesn't need to be less orange. I think orange is just fine. It's just fine. There you go. We're not gonna do purple eyes. Because it's not the same character. That's also very important to note. Pink. Pink, because it's a girl. A pattern. I wanna, let's do a fun one. Okay, I can do a bit more. I can do a bit more, okay. Let it be known that I will never look up a reference. And that is why I don't make any progress in my art. There's a bird. This is a zoo. And you can only see one wing, because if I do the other one, the silhouette would look very weird. Hi, birds. Hi. Hmm. There you go. Birds. Yeah, the baby. She's playing world domination. No, she's playing too. At least, like, throw him under the bus. In the most affectionate way. That baby looks like he bites. I mean, I get it. But, like, him. Like, this one. She bites her brother, I think. I'd like to think that the parents thought we're gonna totally be like the best parents. We're great people in society. We're adjusted. What can go wrong? And then they have these types of children. Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah! Yeah! Let me do some aesthetic stuff. That's not aesthetic at all. Oh, hi, Leafards! I'm getting a hug from my cat. Hello! Hi! Oh. Doy. He leaves the room. Okay, bye. do the glasses later. Let me first take a sip. Ooh, what is she wearing? That's something fancy. Just like a relaxed pony. Bangs, I mean. Relaxed bangs, straight bangs, and the rest. Actual hair. Total concentration. I first gonna draw the baby, and then I can think about the outfit while doing that. Fat little arms. Yeah. Very quick hand. Because I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. There you go. Long nails because still a queen. Still a boss ass bitch. When I was backstory. With my friend, I was like, we were talking way too much about Twisted Wonderland because we are two grown ass adults who have our lives together, totally. And we were talking about, joking about what kind of partners each guy would have in a very jokingly manner. But that's how the ball started rolling. That's why I'm drawing all these chicks, right? Don't take any of them too serious. But, there's a button. But the way I described this one, or how we described this one constantly at first, was uh, the type of woman who would order sparkling water. And in in the Netherlands, and I think multiple countries in Europe, you have this brand water Spa, and Spa Red is when it's like sparkling water. So we just called her Spa Red all the time. And I think that explains this character the best. Like, if you go somewhere and you see a woman ordering sparkling water, you know she's not playing, okay? She's not playing. She's not joking around. She knows what's up. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Uh, just not an accurate blanket. They're my specialty. As you can see here. Uh, tube top. Tube tops is where it's at. A lot of times. Jewelry on. Rings? Should we do some rings? Well, there should be at least one ring, hopefully, for her. There you go. A cushion to fill out the space. Yeah. Good enough for me, dude. Good enough for me. And now, a little angry gremlin here. Let me just... And this one can just be... This needs to get higher. Perfect. Little gremlin hands. A sibling? Yes. Absolutely. I gotta make more babies, okay? That is way too big, dude. Yes. I guess he's like free here? I don't know, dude. Oh, wait, I think he... Wait. Where are you at? Gotta stay consistent. I am known for my consistency with designs, of course. Yeah, he has really thin eyebrows. I want not this. This is like too dramatic. Just shout. I'm gonna do the nose. We're not gonna do the nose. And then I don't know. Very important. No side thingy. Because there are no ears. Alright. Actually. It's so weird when they have short hair and then no ears there. It doesn't feel right. Where'd that one at? For my own satisfaction, I always like to do all the hair colors in one layer and then all the skin colors at one layer. Which is not, it's not necessary, especially if you already know the colors. But still, it makes me happy. Well, it is easier to do the shading for the for the skin, like the blushing. Mm-hmm. These really weird ones. That fits. Okay. Oh no. And then some lighter. There you go. And now this one. To make it a bit more like fur. Is this actual accurate to the real deal? No. I just pretend I know what I'm doing. Look at that. A golden wedding ring. Only the best. There you go. Oh, the baby's color shirt. Very important questions. We only ask the most important things. Green. Like this green. No, I hate that. I hate that. Let's do purple. Mm-hmm. Consistency. A red to red. Oh, this one a red one. Yeah. They're matching. do bright red, and then I load opacity for that little blush feeling. And then under the eyes a little bit as well. Can't forget the glasses. Very important. Ooh, I like those more. There. And lips. We're speed running this. It's the 20th time he has not said this. This is not the first time he said this. Like, bring that back. Put it back. Mom, put it back. It's so ugly. There we go. Some red for the eyes. Some yellow for the sheets. Right. Actually, it doesn't feel Right, without the beats here and there. It's just necessary. It's just necessary. There you go. Always a little bit of this. Yes. Hello. What are you drawing? I am drawing babies. Little babies. How did I always do that? Yeah. What is his I think his color is brown. Make it a bit more compact. Oh. Ta-da! And that also signifies the end of this stream because it is hot. And sitting on a leather chair for this long. Because I always also was working today. Is a pain. So, thank you all for coming. I'm gonna see you guys soon. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. It depends on the vibe. It depends on the vibe. So, yeah. Have a nice rest of your day.